Here's something nobody told Marcus before he signed his mortgage. He bought a $400,000 house, pretty standard for 2026 America. He put down 10%, took out a 30-year fixed mortgage at 6.5%. His monthly payment? About $2,500. Felt manageable. But here's the number his lender never circled in red. By the time Marcus makes his last payment in 2056, he will have paid the bank $560,000 just in interest. Not the house, just the interest. That means his $400,000 house actually costs him $920,000. And somehow, everyone around him said, "Congratulations!" Marcus is 34. He lives in Charlotte, North Carolina. He's been renting a one-bedroom for $1,600 a month, and every Thanksgiving, his family asks the same question. When are you buying a house? Not if, when. Because in America, buying a house isn't just a financial decision. It's a moral one. You're not a real adult until you have a mortgage. That's the unspoken rule. So Marcus did what most people do. He Googled, "How much house can I afford?" Talked to a lender, got pre-approved, and started looking. The lender told him he qualified for up to $450,000. That felt like permission. Like the bank was saying, "You can handle this." But here's what the bank was actually saying. "We're willing to bet you won't default." Those are two very different things. When Marcus's lender said he could afford $450,000, they were using the 2836 rule. Your housing payment should be no more than 28% of your gross income and your total debt no more than 36%. Sounds reasonable. But this rule was created in the 1990s when health insurance was cheaper, student loans were smaller, and nobody was paying $200 a month for streaming services and subscriptions they forgot they had. The 2836 rule looks at your income before taxes. It doesn't know that Marcus has $38,000 in student loans. It doesn't know his car insurance just went up. It doesn't know that his company did layoffs last quarter and he's been quietly updating his resume. The bank doesn't measure your financial anxiety. It measures your debt-to-income ratio. Those are not the same thing. And here's where behavioral psychology gets interesting. There's a concept called the IKEA effect. When you build something yourself, even if it's a wobbly bookshelf, you overvalue it. The same thing happens with houses. The moment Marcus signs that mortgage, he'll start telling himself it was a great decision because the alternative, admitting he overstretched, is too painful to accept. Psychologists call this post-purchase rationalization. The bigger the purchase, the harder your brain works to justify it. Let's slow down and do the math Marcus didn't do. Home price, $400,000. Down payment, $40,000, which took him 3 years to save. Loan amount, $360,000 at 6.5% for 30 years. Monthly principal and interest, $2,275. Property tax, $350 a month. Homeowner's insurance, $180 a month. PMI, because he put down less than 20%, $150 a month. Total monthly payment, roughly $2,955. But wait, that's just the mortgage. Here's what nobody budgets for: maintenance and repairs. The general rule is 1 to 2% of the home's value per year. That's $4,000 to $8,000 annually. The water heater doesn't ask if you just paid your property taxes. HOA fees, if applicable, another $200 to $400 a month. And here's the one that's been sneaking up on homeowners across the country: insurance. In Florida, Texas, Louisiana, and parts of California, homeowners' insurance premiums have doubled or tripled in the last 3 years. Some homeowners are paying $5,000 to $8,000 a year, and it's still going up. Now add it all up over 30 years. Mortgage interest, $560,000. Property taxes, roughly $126,000. Insurance, about $80,000, probably more. Maintenance, conservatively $150,000. PMI for the first 8 to 10 years, around $15,000. Total cost of owning this $400,000 house? Somewhere around $1.3 million. And in year one, about 80% of Marcus's monthly payment goes to interest. Not equity. Interest. He's basically renting money from the bank while telling himself he's building wealth.